As usual, it's time to begin the traditions faithfully followed on this channel. As always, I enjoy the lower divisions as we've done since 2020. It's time for the yearly countdown. We highlight the 7 best young Latin American drivers who excelled in Formula 1 feeder series and other competitions on their way to top-level motorsport. As always, we'll see new faces, returning ones, and some with remarkable successes. And what about the paths of our best young talents in this year 2025? But before we look at the 7 best Latin Americans in the lower categories this season, a quick clarification. I know many are eager to see Franco Colapinto or Gabriel Bortoleto here. We've decided to keep these lists focused on drivers heading to Formula 1, as those in the top category are evaluated differently. So you won't see Gabriel or Franco on this list? But it's not because they've had bad seasons in Formula 1, it's simply to give more visibility to other guys who are on the ladder, just like that. That's why we won't include them in this particular top list. So ladies and gentlemen, let's start our annual tradition and meet our top 7 young Latin American talents who stood out the most in 2025. The first young talent of the day is a guy who is making his debut on these lists, but who also made his full-time debut in the world of motorsports, after jumping from karts in 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, 7th place in this ranking belongs to a Colombian who participated in multiple championships this year, and his name is Salim Hanna. A 15-year-old who, as I mentioned, moved from karting to compete full-time in various Formula 4 categories this year. He gained his first motorsports experience in 2024 by competing in the Middle East Formula 4 Championship. In 2025, he raced in 3 series, returning to Middle East Formula 4, competing in Euro 4, and mainly racing full-time in the Italian Formula 4, the toughest Formula 4 series. He performed impressively in every competition. In the Middle East Formula 4, he managed to finish in 6th place, having made it to the podium in 1 race. Meanwhile, in the Euro 4, despite it being a competition of only 9 races, he managed to secure a podium and 55 points, which earned him 7th place in the aforementioned championship. However, he focused all his attention on the Italian Championship, competing with the Prema team. And something worth highlighting about his season is that he was very consistent in achieving results. He didn't win this season but reached the podium 6 times, finishing 2nd 4 times and 3rd twice, which along with the 180 points he scored allowed him to finish 4th in the Drivers' Championship. But was he the top rookie this season? Italian Formula 4 actually has a rookie championship. He was the champion, holding complete authority over his 2 teammates, Italian Newman G and Ukrainian Alexander Bondarev. 2025 was a strong year for the Colombian, even though it was his first full season in motorsport. A year where even Hanna himself didn't imagine he would be so competitive. But it served to have a very positive first season. In 2026, he might return to Italian Formula 4 to pursue the championship, or given his results, and if his team thinks it's the right move, he could look to make the jump to a much higher category. That's a bit uncertain at the moment. But the only thing that's certain is that his result was surprising and it didn't go unnoticed by anyone. So in the number 7 spot on our list, we have the Colombian driver Salim Hanna. At number 6, we have a driver appearing on these lists for the first time. Also, this season will feature many drivers making their debut here. And this time we have a Mexican driver who is essentially the protege of the Perez family. His name is José Carrasquedo Jr., a Telmex-sponsored driver who competed this year in the Euro Cup 3 Championship. A Formula 3 style championship that competes on different circuits and has proven this year to be a very high-level competition. Unlike Hanna, GC already has experience competing in other lower categories. Carrasquedo already competed in this category last season and returned this year with the same team, Campus Racing. This was the category he would compete in full-time. He also competed in the Formula Regional Middle East and a few Formula 3 races to gain experience. And in the European Championship, which we have to acknowledge, he still has 1 race left to finish his season. At the moment, the Mexican driver is in 5th place in the driver's standings, and so far he has achieved 2 victories and another podium throughout the season, letting him keep 5th place. With 1 round remaining, the Mexican driver could still mathematically compete for 4th place. It would take a perfect weekend and his rival Carrasquedo having a lot of bad luck. However, regardless of the outcome, his season has been positive. His strong pace and speed combined with results have made it official for 2026. He will make the jump to Formula 3 with the Van Amerford racing team to race full-time on the ladder to Formula 1. As I mentioned, he's likely to finish 5th in the Eurocup 3 standings due to the points difference. But he has had a very solid season, which for us earns him the 6th spot in our ranking, specifically Mexican driver G.C. Carrasquedo Jr. Brazil makes our rankings again, with a representative taking 5th place among young talents. However, to find him we have to go back to Italian Formula 4 and look for the runner-up of the category, whose name is Gabriel Gomez. Born in Florianopolis, that boy entered the championship after a 2024 season split between karting, Spanish Formula 4 and the Euro 4 championship. In 2025, he completed his first full year in Italian Formula 4 with strong results. He placed 2nd in the championship with 4 wins and 267 points, earning 7 extra points to secure the runner-up spot, finishing behind Slovenian-Japanese driver Kim Nakamura Berta. He also competed in the Euro 4 Championship, a category similar to Eurocup 3, but for Formula 4 cars. He earned another runner-up finish with 2 more wins and 2 more podiums, but was again defeated by Kim Nakamura Berta. Regardless of this, his 2025 season was very impressive. Maybe his consistency could be questioned a bit, and that's what kept him out of the fight for the title. His year was good, even though he didn't win the important championships. In 2026, they'll definitely give the kid more chances to advance. And even more so with the momentum Brazil is having on its way to Formula 1. So in the number 5 spot of our top young Latin American talents, we have the Brazilian driver Gabriel Gomez. Thank you. 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 And as I told you, he became champion in this category in a very remarkable year. In 18 races, he had 6 wins and 5 podiums, showing strong early season consistency to win the champion's crown over Czech driver Max Karhan. So his first attempt this season turned out positive with the achievement of that championship. It must be acknowledged that his fight was quite close, winning by only 9 points, but it allowed him to achieve his first championship in the world of motorsports. And this could open doors for him, either to higher categories or to better categories within the range of Formula 4. Thanks to that title, the Argentine aims to move up to Formula Regional or Euro 3, but that's something they'll be figuring out in the coming months. His standout 2025 championship win and impressive talent make him deserving in our tournament. Champion of the Czech Republic Formula 4 Gino Trappa. Ladies and gentlemen, in 3rd place is a young man who made our rankings last year. After a solid season in Spanish Formula 4, now repeating that success with 3rd place in an even tougher, more competitive championship, ladies and gentlemen. Coming from Mexico, Ernesto Rivera is a driver and Red Bull Junior team member. After finishing 5th in the Spanish series, he's still competing this year as the Eurocup Championship continues. Number 3, Campo Formula Team, Czech Republic. And with 1 round left to finish the championship. The boy is currently in 3rd place in the driver's standings, but he can still aim for the runner-up spot, where only 9 points separate him from his rival Valerio Rinicella. As a recap of his season, his year was quite good in terms of results. He has achieved 3 victories and 4 more podiums so far, and in fact, at one point during the season, he was leading the championship. Until a disastrous weekend. In the race held at the Assen circuit in the Netherlands, he lost the lead, and a large points gap compared to that season's leader. But, as I said, despite this, the guy can still aim for that runner-up spot and, given his position in the standings, be the team's best-placed driver. Campos, his wins and speed haven't gone unnoticed, and there's still 1 round left. His future for 2016 is already settled, since he will compete for Campos' team in none other than Formula 3. Looking to keep climbing so he can have the chance to reach Formula 1 in a few years. If he keeps performing well and gets Red Bull Junior team support, what do you think? Subscribe. Hopefully he secures second place, as finishing runner-up in such a competitive championship with many drivers would further highlight the Mexican driver, who has stood out since last year. So in third place on our list we have Ernesto Rivera and his 2025 season. They have been so solid that they earn him the bronze on this list of young Latin American talents. Earlier we discussed the driver who might be the Eurocup 3 runner-up, and this time we'll talk about the one who, mathematically speaking, is already the champion of the category with just one round left before the season ends. The silver owner's case in this ranking is unique. Well, the guy we're going to talk about has dual nationality. Since he's Italo-Argentinian, he's 17 years old and his name is Matias Colnaghi. Yes, it's true. This guy competes representing the Italian flag, but his dual nationality makes him eligible to be on this list. He truly deserves it, as his 2025 was amazing. Colnaghi in particular is not new to motorsports. He made his debut last year in Formula 4 Spain, where in his first year he managed to win the category title, and that allowed him to move up to the Eurocup. He is racing with MP Motorsport this year and has impressed with his speed, consistency and strong performance. Adding up throughout the year, and so far, 5 wins and 5 podiums have put him at this point in the season 71 points ahead of second place in the standings. And that allowed the Italo-Argentinian at the Jerez de la Frontera circuit to win the driver's title in the category. Colnaghi's achievements are getting noticed. He's won both championships he competed in, each in different years, and on the first try. And that has caught the attention of Red Bull, which this year included him in its Junior Talent Academy to sponsor and guide him on his path to Formula 1. He also got the chance with MP Motorsport to debut in Formula 3 in 2016 and compete full-time in Formula 1's support category. This guy is extremely impressive. To reach Formula 1, he must keep performing at the same level and maintain his status. We'll see if he can do it and maintain momentum. But I'm sure that his name will soon be heard everywhere if he keeps up that consistency and natural speed he has. So in second place and taking the silver in our ranking, the Italo-Argentinian guy, Matias Colnaghi. The gold in our list goes to a young man who appeared in these rankings in 2022 and has always stayed in good positions, and today he rightfully takes the gold in our list. We're referring to a Ferrari Academy driver who won the 2024 European Regional Formula Championship. And today, he is the current champion of Formula 3, ladies and gentlemen. At the top of our list, we have the Brazilian whose name is Rafael Camara. The 20-year-old from Recife debuted in 2025 in Formula 1's support category with the Trident team, after having won the European Regional Formula Championship last year. And that guy in his first year and as a rookie managed the not-so-easy task of becoming champion and did it in a convincing and overwhelming way. He secured the championship title one round early with 166 points ahead of Bulgarian driver Nikola Solov's 124, and having achieved 4 victories and another podium throughout the entire season. The rookie had an impressive year, defeating someone with 3 seasons in Formula 2. He showed strong pace, speed and one-lap performance. With more consistent results, the gap between them in the driver's standings could have been much larger. There were areas to improve, but as a rookie, his work was impressive, matching what experienced Formula 1 drivers have achieved, winning in his first year in the category as a rookie, just like Gabriel Bortoleto, Oscar Piastri or Charles Leclerc did before. This week, it was officially confirmed that his Formula 2 seat is secured for 2016. He will race for Team Invicta, one of the category's top teams and the same team Gabriel Bortoleto, his Brazilian compatriot, became champion with in 2024. And at the very least, it seems like a guarantee of having access to a competitive car during the next season. Camara is clearly a special talent and could become another Brazilian in Formula 1 in the coming years, like Bortoleto. I've been watching him for a while and will continue through 2026, because I think he's one of those exciting talents who can achieve great things in the future. But that championship in Formula 3 on his first try and as a rookie earns him the #1 spot on our list, taking the gold and the recognition as the best Latin American in junior categories on the road to Formula 1, the Brazilian Rafael Camara. But ladies and gentlemen, with that, we conclude our annual top 7 list of the best young Latin American drivers on the road to Formula 1. But here's my question. Did you know about any of these drivers' campaigns? Do you think another driver should be on this list, or would you arrange the drivers differently? Let me know all your opinions in the comments section. That's all. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so you know when I'm uploading a new video, and share this with your friends. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter using the links in this video's description. And I'll see you soon for more content and more analysis of young talents who are chasing the dream of reaching Formula 1. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time.